Morning, everyone. Today is what is it? April 11th. It is 9 o'clock here at the Hawaii State Capitol. We're in room 312 for the the Committee on Transportation resolution hearing. I will be just going through what we have and yeah. All right. So we'll start off first with our first measure on the agenda, SCR 25 SD1, encouraging Department of Transportation and Department of Transportation Services of the City and County of Honolulu to expand the red light safety program. So for SCR 25 SD1, up first, Department of Transportation Director Ed Sniffen.
Chair and members, Melissa Miranda Johnson for the department will stand on our testimony and support.
Thank you. Up next, we have Board Chair Larry Verre from the Pro City Neighborhood Board in support.
Good morning and aloha, and I'm Larry Verre, Chair of the Pearl City Neighborhood Board. I'm representing my board as a whole because back in November of 2020, we established our requirement for red light cameras. I think we were the first board to do that, and a so important initiative because of the intersections that we have in Pearl City. And if you notice, if you look at statistics, you know, where you have long wait times at intersections, those are the ones that have the high rate of red light runners. So this bill is so important, and I please ask you to support and approve SCR 25 SD1, and I'll leave it at that. Have any questions? None? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chair Verre. Up next, we have Angela Melody Young from the Kapolama Neighborhood Security Watch. Seeing that they are not here, is there anyone else that would like to testify in SCR 25 SD1 in the room or online? Seeing none, members, any questions? Seeing none, we will move on to our next agenda item, SCR 63 SD1, requesting the Department of Transportation to prioritize remediation of the flooding issues present on Route 11 around milepost 60 as a safety project. So for SCR 63, we have nobody registered to testify. Is there anyone online or in person that'd like to testify? Seeing none, members, there's no one to ask questions of. We will go over to our next agenda item, SCR 85, urging the Department of Transportation to install speed bumps and speed limit signage on the portions of Kapolei Parkway between Kapolei High School and Kapolei Middle School. For SCR 85, we have Director Ed Sniffen from Department of Transportation in support. Thank you. And then individual Gary Mobley providing comments. Is there anyone else online or in person that'd like to testify on SCR 85? Seeing none, members, any questions? All right, we'll move on to our next agenda item, SCR 106 SD1, urging the Department of Health, Department of Transportation, and Department of Land and Natural Resources to take any action possible to reduce the carbon emissions arising from the airplane transportation to and from the state. So for SCR 106, up first we have Leah Laramie from the State of Hawaii Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation Commission providing comments, and Alana James from Hawaiian Airlines providing comments as well. Is there anyone online or in person like to testify in SCR 106 SD1? Seeing none, members, any questions? All right. And members, if you look at SCR 110, it was removed from the agenda, and I will move on to the next agenda item, SCR 116, urging the Department of Transportation to work with the City and County of Honolulu to plan and implement options for alternative ingress and egress routes in Pacific Palisades. So for SCR 116, up first we have Board Chair Larry Verre from the Neighborhood Board of Pearl City in support. Oh, he is no longer here. And we have other numerous individuals providing support. Is there anyone online or in person that would like to testify on SCR 116? Seeing none, members, there's no one to ask questions to of right now, so we'll move over to the next agenda item, SCR 139, requesting a task force to be convened to develop options to reduce costs and return increased value to residents from funds made available by the State for Public Mass Transit. SCR 139, we have Mariah Yoshizu from Ulupono Initiative in support. Is there anyone online or in person that will testify on SCR 139? Seeing none, there are no questions to ask of members. We'll move on to our next agenda item. SCR 140, requesting the convening of a task force to research and develop a green highway program. So for SCR 140, first we have Heather McMillan from Department of Land and Natural Resources in support, and Director Ed Sniffen, Department of Transportation in support. Thank you. Seeing none, no other registered testifiers, is there anyone online or in person that would like to testify on SCR 140? Seeing none, members, any questions for Department of Transportation? Seeing none, members move to our last agenda item, SCR 165, requesting Department of Transportation to conduct the feasibility of bringing other airlines to Molokai Airport. Up first, we have Caroline Aldolfo in support, Jill Combs in support, and Chantel Poo in support. Is there anyone else online or in person that would like to testify on SCR 165? Seeing none,
Chair?
members. Oh, hi.
Hey, I was here and there was like a technical error for the very first item. I don't know if we can go back to it.
Angela, I'm really sorry, but we have moved on to the last agenda item, so my apologies.
Okay, we were trying to unmute and it just wasn't working. Okay.
Okay. All right. Anyone else like to testify on SCR 165? Seeing none, all right, we will recess for decision making. Okay, reconvening the 9 a.m. Agenda for the Committee on Transportation here in the Hawaii State Legislature. All right, members, so our first measure, SCR 25 SD1, the recommendation is to pass as is. Is there any questions or comments from committee members? Seeing none, Vice Chair Miyake.
All right, members, voting on SCR 25 SD1 as is. Chair Todd. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Rep. Ayu. Rep. Evslin. Rep. Kitagawa. Rep. Miyake votes aye. Rep. Onishi. Rep. Matsumoto. The recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Thank you. All right, members, moving on to our next agenda item, we have SCR 63 SD1, requesting Department of Transportation to prioritize remediation of the flooding issues present on Route 11 around Mile Post 60 as a safety projects. Members, we're going to pass the resolution as is. Members, any questions? All right, seeing none, Vice Chair Miyake for the vote, please.
Voting on SCR 63 SD1 as is, with all members present. Any noes or reservation? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. All right, members, moving on to our next agenda item, SCR 85, urging the Department of Transportation to install speed bumps and speed limit signage on the portions of Kapolei Parkway between Kapolei High School and Kapolei Middle School. Members, the recommendation is to pass as is. Any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, Vice Chair Miyake for the vote, please.
Voting on SCR 85 as is, any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. All right, members, moving on to our next agenda item, SCR 106 SD1, urges Department of Health, Department of Transportation, Department of Land and Natural Resources to take any action possible to reduce carbon emissions arising from airplane transportation to and from the state. There was a similar resolution that we heard in the House. Alaska Airlines had previously provided testimony noting that some of these things are already being done at the federal level. But I appreciate the intent, so we'll be doing some amendments for technical amendments for clarity, consistency, and style on the resolution. But as such, that's the recommendation. Members, any questions? Seeing none, Representative Miyake for the vote, please.
Voting on SCR 106 SD1 with amendments. Any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. All right, members, moving on to the next agenda item, SCR 110, requesting City and County of Honolulu transfer to the State and City and County of Honolulu's authority. Oh, wrong one. SCR 116, urging Department of Transportation to work with the City and County of Honolulu to plan and implement options for alternative ingress and egress routes in Pacific Palisade. Members, we're gonna move this resolution as is. Is there any questions or comments? I just want to thank the neighborhood board chair for being actively involved. I think this whole session, Pro City has been accurately represented well. So, all right, we're going to move this as is. Representative Miyake.
Voting on STR 116 as is. Any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. Next measure, SCR 139, requesting a task force to be convened to develop options to reduce costs and return increased value to residents from funds made available by the state for public mass transit. There are going to be some amendments needed for clarity because it's in style, and then we'll note some of that in the committee report to figure out the intent. So yeah, we'll be amending this SCR for that reason. Members, any questions or comments? Seeing none, Vice Chair Miyake for the vote, please.
Voting on STR 139 with amendments. Any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. All right, our next measure is SCR 140, SD1, requesting the convening of a task force to research and develop a green highway program. We're gonna do some amendments for clarity, consistency, and style, and then I will note in the committee report that there needs to be clarification of the criteria for some of the conveners of the task force, as this measure will go to finance. Members, any questions or comments? Right, seeing none, Representative Miyake for the vote.
Voting on SCR 140 SD1 with amendments. Any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. Members, last agenda item, SCR 165, requesting Department of Transportation to conduct a study on the feasibility of bringing other airlines to the Molokai Airport. Members, we're going to move this resolution as is. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Representative Miyake for the vote.
Voting on SCR 165 as is. Any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, your recommendation is
Thank
adopted.
you. And this was the last transportation hearing for the session. And we are adjourned.